The opinions expressed in this television show is solely that of the person who expressed them and not the opinion of the Emily Pearl Show, its sponsors, or affiliates. Although the Emily Pearl Show may take stances on individual shows, the show itself remains an entertainment platform. Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy.
Well. Hello. What's the word, Thunderbirds? Welcome to Pearl's Pop Up Politics. I call it Pop Up Politics now because I might pop up anytime now because with this election stuff going on the way it's going on, y'all. Yeah. So I'm trying to go ahead and send out some invites. Y'all go ahead and send out some invites for me. And see if we can't get out some politics lovers in here. Yeah, cause see y'all, it's down to the wire right now, y'all. Down to the wire. Lordy. There ain't no turning around after tomorrow. So y'all got to get out and do what it is you do. Make your vote count. And it's important that no matter who you're going to vote for, just go ahead and get out there and do it. All right? All right. I'm going to, I got the watch party started on my timeline. And I think I need to share it to the news feed because it's on my timeline. Because I want y'all to know the most important information that it is to know this time at the last point. Because those people that's going to get out and vote. Sandra, I see you, girl. Can you hear me? I'm going to go ahead and share this right quick on my news feed. Let's see, can I share it on the news feed? It's the watch party. Okay, so I need to go down here and share. There we go, too. Let's share it to our story. I shared it to the story. Okay. I'm sharing it now to the public. Okay. All right. I did all the sharing I could do. So now it's left up to you. Okay, y'all. Like I said, it is down to the wire. So what's the word? Thunderbirds. What is the word? Thunderbirds. Well, we're going to go through it right quick. I'm not going to stay up here too long today. As I say, I might pop up any time. Right. Oh, God. I hate these loud mufflers on these cars that go mess up with my studio sound. Anyway, last minute tips on y'all. What I can tell y'all this is this. Election day is November the 3rd, which is tomorrow. Now, some states are having their early voting today. But for most states, early voting is over. You don't have any other choice but to go in person. And that also includes taking your absentee ballot to the ballot boxes because it is too late to mail them in according to statistics of tests that was taken by different independent organizations around the nation as to how fast that mail, one piece of mail, made it to its destination. And in most of the cases, the mailing time from point A to its destination at point B was below 65 or 62% of arriving on time. Whereas it says in most states that your ballot will be counted if it is postmarked with the postmark date of before and on November the 3rd. Well, if the mail system is not going to get it there and not going to post date it in time, that means that your absentee ballot or your mail-in ballot won't count. So that's why I say, if you want my advice, I'm only giving it to you, and I'm giving it to you free. Go to your drop-in ballot box. Now, in Shelby County, Tennessee, they only have one. And that is ridiculous to me. Because Shelby County is the largest county in the state of Tennessee. That, to me, is an example of a suppression of the vote. And of all places to have it in Shelby County, they have it in Bartlett, Tennessee, where it is known that people that don't live in Bartlett, Tennessee, when they drive through there, they have a tendency to be ticketed for no reasons at all. So, that to me is an example of intimidation. So, now, what else can you do? Now, they're supposed to have some curbside services. And why on earth, to me, I don't understand the reason why they have not dwelled it on curbside service at voting polls in the local news here in Shelby County. I know why. Suppression of the vote. So, Can I tell you where they are? No, not really, because what? They say that things are subject to change based on number of crowds, lines, etc., 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 which is another example of what? Suppression of vote. Okay. And the reason why they are trying to suppress the vote so much in Tennessee is because it has been red. Tennessee's red state. It's been Republican ever since the end of Bill Clinton's presidency. That's a long time. And they do know that the state of Tennessee is in jeopardy of turning blue this time. So it seems like outside forces, inside forces, I don't know who, but they are trying to make sure in every way it seems possible that Tennessee remains red for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. I'm not calling their names. Now, I know this time of day, everybody's out running around. So I only ask that perhaps maybe you can do this later. I know parents are busy with school kids. They can't watch the internet like they used to during the summer. But at any rate, these are important facts about tomorrow's elections. Tomorrow election, okay? Because this election is not like no other. That's what I'm going to close on. That'll be my closing statement. Now, go in person if possible. At all possible. Take your ballot in person. Because now one thing I do know is that if you show up in person and you have an absentee ballot or mail-in ballot, they must accept it. And what they will do is they will tear up the mail-in ballot or the absentee ballot, and then you will be able to vote in person. They'll tear it up so it doesn't count twice. That's what they're supposed to do. All right. Now, I do know that much. All right. Let's move right along. Like I said, I'm not going to be here long. Been watching some clips of the president, and he says that he wants the election determined tomorrow night and for no ballots to be counted after tomorrow night. Now, he claims that that's the way it's always been. That is disinformation. That is not true. The only thing that we have always seen on election nights is projections of winners. Because why? Because some states have until December the 14th to turn in their count. Some states have until December the 10th to turn in their final counts. And the deadline, I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to show that on the screen. But this is what I want to say to you, Donald. Be careful what you ask for. Because if you were to ask for the presidential election to be made and certified on tomorrow night, Donald, you would lose. Because every national poll is showing that you are indeed behind. Now, you've been popping up your rallies, telling folks that you are ahead, but that is not true, and you know it. Your campaign knows it, and anybody with common sense knows it. And we're going to get to some reasons as to why you're falling behind. So be careful what you ask for, because if the election was determined about who is going to be the president for the next presidential term, it would not be you. So instead of you pumping that up, you should be hoping for ballots to be counted after tomorrow night. Okay. All right. Now, I understand from watching news clips, and they showed it, mm, that there has been some unrest from Trump supporters in Texas and New Jersey, probably some other places, but these two states made the headlines. In Texas, there were the Biden bus was surrounded by cars and F-150s and Tahoes with Trump's people hanging on like the car, hollering, flying flags, and just boxing in the bus. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And in New Jersey, the Trump people with their cars, supporters with their cars, blocked off a whole bridge in New Jersey. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, why are they doing that? See, Donald, your supporters are hurting your chances for people voting for you tomorrow. Because people don't want no violence. I keep telling you, these young folks is not going to stand for that. You even got old folks that want to vote for you no more. Mm-mm. Because you keep pumping up all this violence and then you retweeting, retweeting it, calling these people patriots and stuff like that. You know, it makes it look as though, even though you say you're not, it makes it look as though you are condoning this stuff. So see, like I told you about 7, 8 months ago, when you started going so far out of the baseball field and was throwing so many foul balls that you were losing votes. But no, you just kept on making yourself your own worst enemy. Mm, mm. Yeah. So see, when people see stuff like that, even if they were thinking about, especially independents, if they were thinking about voting for you, your supporters just changed their minds for them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's move right along. Now, as I said before, there are some deadlines for states, and there's a deadline for Congress. The deadline for all states, well, not all states, but for some, yes, it is, that's right. Deadline for all states to have turned in and certified their final count is December the 14th. See, so that's why we're not going to know the real count. Now, although 94 million people have done their early voting, and that's why I tell you, Mr. President, that if you wanted the presidency determined on tomorrow night, you would lose because those out of those 94 million votes, most of those are for Joe Biden. That's right. And the deadline for the certified vote of who actually won has to come from Congress by and on January the 6th of 2021. Do y'all see what I'm talking about now? So the president already announced at some rallies that he had yesterday that he gonna have his lawyers lined up between after tomorrow and January to challenge the vote count of the whole nation. The whole nation, y'all. And that's another reason, Donald, why people are not going to vote for you. Is because you don't know how to lose gracefully. And on top of that, you made an announcement that if you did lose, you're going to leave the country. You're not going to even stay and suffer with us through this coronavirus disaster, this economic disaster, and this health disaster. You announced that you will leave the country. A captain is supposed to go down with the ship. Uh-huh. You already said you're going to be the first one to get you a boat off a ship and let the rest of us sink. So that's another reason why they're not going to vote for you. Mm-hmm. Okay. So let's look at this. Like I said, December 14th for the states. January 6th is the real certification of who won the election vote count. Now, we're not talking about the popular vote. See, the popular vote doesn't win the election. If that was the case, Hillary would have won the presidency. We're talking about the electoral college vote. The electoral college vote is what determines who wins the presidency. So we're going to talk about that as soon as we come back. But right now, we'll just take a little break so that I can break that all down to you about the battleground states and their electoral college votes. And what if this happens, then that would happen. Okay. All right. I'll be right back. Don't go away.
Hi, I'm Tanya Memi. I'd like to introduce you to Natural Action Technologies. They make free flow devices that produce structured water. Well, you're probably wondering, what is structured water? All right, think of it this way. If you were to take a gallon of water to the top of a mountain stream and then pour it down the stream and run to the bottom of the mountain and collect the same gallon of water, it would be structured. It's this natural action of water tumbling over rocks, down waterfalls, flowing through twists and turns as it actively descends a mountain. This motion structures the water. Water molecules are free to move and dance with nature in an energetically alive, fresh, and vibrant manner. Through this process, the molecular structure of water is changed to reflect less surface tension, neutralize toxins, and clears memory and balance on a particle level. Drinking Natural Action structured water is the way nature intended water to be, from the source. It hydrates your cells, makes your skin and hair softer, and ladies, it also makes your nails less brittle. Here are some other benefits from drinking structured water. It helps to increase your mineral and medication absorption. It neutralizes all toxins from the source of the water, which allows them to flush through the body. You'll have healthier gardens and plants when watering with structured water. It's healthier for livestock, and your pets will love it, even fish. It improves aerobic bacterial activity in your septic systems, and it also increases the longevity of all the systems that use water, including reducing the amount of chlorine needed for spas and swimming pools. It also helps hydrate you so that you don't need to drink as much water. Have you ever noticed when you buy bottled water from the store, there is a laundry list of added ingredients on the label, like right here? Well, they say it's for taste, but these added ingredients are different forms of salts, and salt makes you thirsty. Therefore, you need to drink more water, which makes them more money. But with Natural Action structured water, you hydrate your body 30% more than with other water products. Our scientifically designed free flow devices come in several sizes depending on your use. We have a commercial unit for your farm, business, or nursery. We have a home unit that attaches easily to your main water line, making your whole house structured. We have a garden unit that attaches to your hose, and we have a very popular portable unit that you can take anywhere. We also have a shower unit that easily screws onto your existing shower pipe. Taking a shower under structured water feels like you're showering under a waterfall. You will not want to get out. When you use Natural Action structured water on your plants and vegetable gardens, you can almost hear them grow. Strawberries have been known to grow so large that they won't even fit into a coffee mug. Your tomatoes will be larger and sweeter too. And by washing your vegetables or fruit with structured water, you'll actually structure your food, which will make your food taste fresh and alive. And your rose bushes will grow into rose trees up to 13 feet tall, and I've seen it. And your bouquets will last twice as long, and it also increases your harvest time 2 weeks earlier. I mean, how would you like to have fresh tomatoes at the farmer's market 2 weeks before anyone else? In the morning, pour your juice through the unit and it'll taste better and softer. Add several drops to your coffee cup and it'll be less acidic. In the evening, pour your glass of wine through it and it becomes instantly smoother and more aromatic. Our bodies are mainly made of water, so by drinking Natural Action structured water, your mental clarity will be brighter, your emotional state will be happier, body endurance will improve, you'll sleep more sound, and your body will heal faster. So when you care about the food you eat, you should also care about the water you drink. Natural Action Technologies devices provides the truest form of water on the planet. The units come with a 90-day money-back guarantee and a lifetime warranty, so you have nothing to lose by trying it. I did, and I love it. Give it a try. Your mind will thank you, your body will thank you, your plants, your pets will thank you, and your life will be enriched. We invite you to experience water in its highest truth. Here's to better health and well-being with Natural Action Technologies.
Alrighty, I'm back. That's right. Okay, we're gonna make the. I'm gonna make sure that I'm looking at Maine. All right, in the string before I continue on. All right, so we're gonna talk about electoral votes because that is what wins the presidential election. Florida has 29 electoral votes. So now people see, Donald, why you moved to Florida at the beginning of the year. It's not because you love the people of Florida like you say. It's not because of your golf courses or your hotels, because you have those all over the world. If that was the case, you would move to anywhere. But we know now that you moved to Florida in January because that is the state that you need to pull to win those 29 electoral votes in order to win the entire presidential election. Yeah. See, I knew that way ahead of time when you moved there, but wasn't no point in talking about it then. Now's the time to talk about it because these 29 electoral votes will determine whether or not you win or lose. That's true. That's really the nitty gritty of it. So Florida is one of the states that y'all should watch. All right. Another state that has a lot of electoral votes is Pennsylvania. That's a battleground state. They call it battlegrounds because of the fact that some of these states, most of these states, all of the southern states like Florida is a red state. And if it can turn blue, then, you know, that's upset. Pennsylvania, it turned blue from the last time, but it has 20 electoral votes. Biden grew up, he says, in Scranton, Pennsylvania. So there's a very high chance that Biden can pull those electoral 20 votes. Right? Another state, as you can see, Pennsylvania last time, like I said, it was a blue state. And he won in Pennsylvania only by 44,000 votes. President Donald Trump won Pennsylvania, a whole state, y'all, by only 44,000 votes in 2016. But as you can see, he won the Electoral College. That's the reason why this really doesn't matter. This really doesn't matter. And Texas, another battleground state. 38 electoral votes. More than Pennsylvania, more than Florida. Yeah. Red state. That one flips. Game over again. So those are the states that you want to watch. You want to watch Florida, Pennsylvania, and Texas to see if the projection looks blue. Like I say, tomorrow night, I know some of y'all going to be watching all day long, but I don't ever watch it all day. I don't ever tune in until the polls close at 7. And then I spend about 4 or 5 hours. I don't even stay up all night. I go to bed and wait till the next day. The reason why is because, why? I know ballots still got to be counted. And just going by the projection that we see from election night by the news stations does not mean that that's who won. We will not know who really actually won because until after December the 14th, when all of the states are required by law to turn in their official certified final count. And this year, a lot of ballots are going to have to be counted because of the coronavirus. Yeah. So it's going to take some time because these states say that they're going to count these ballots 2 and 3 and 4 times to make sure that they have it right. So there will not be any challenging by Supreme Court. AB. Okay. So the latest news is that, and I saw him say it in his rally yesterday. He hinted that he'll fire Dr. Fauci if he wins the presidential election. Donald, I told you, you're your own worst enemy. You hearing what you think your crowd wants to hear. I refreshed the studio. Said my connection was lost, so I'm gonna see if it comes back up. Hey Barry. Hey Barry, I'm trying to see my connection now. Yeah, I'm back up. Okay. So y'all don't pay any attention to what Donald is saying because he's just talking what his crowd wants to hear, what he thinks his base wants to hear. But what he's failing to realize is that his base is not the whole nation. That just goes to show you right there, who is he talking to and what is he saying? He wants to fire Dr. Fauci. That's what he says he'll do if he wins. That's another reason why people will say, oh, well, I'm not going to vote for you then because Dr. Fauci is the only one I do believe. Excuse me, especially independents, right? All right. Now, here's the deal, y'all. Another thing that needs to be seriously looked at. That's why I say. Now, McConnell is from Kentucky. Is that right? I believe so, yeah. Let me double check that. Go and make sure. I'm doing a Google search so I can make sure that I get my, I want to make sure I got my facts right. He is from the state of Kentucky. He is the Republican Senate chair. He is the one that does all of Donald's biddings. He was going to agree with giving some type of economic coronavirus relief package until Donald told him last week or towards the end of the week before, don't stop all negotiations, don't do anything till after the election. So this is another serious seat, and his seat is up for re-election on tomorrow. So if y'all want, and I'm sure the people in Kentucky need some checks just like everybody else in every other state in this nation. If y'all want to see some coronavirus relief when y'all go to the polls tomorrow, y'all probably need to not vote for McConnell again for your senator. I'm just saying. Because if you vote for somebody else, then maybe that person won't do the bidding of Donald, because see, Donald's still gonna be doing stuff. He's still gonna be telling folks what to do until the official certification on January 6th comes from Congress. Yeah. So he gonna still be telling people what to do with that. Yeah. But the thing about those senators is they have to go ahead and pack up and get on out, you see. They can't stick around. That's right. They got to go. After December the 14th, they got to clear out. They're supposed to clear out their desks, clear out their offices if they lose. Now, unlike the president, who cannot be moved by military force because the general of the military whole thing has already said they can't participate in politics by removing the president out of the White House. But unlike the president's seat, if those senators refuse to leave, they can be escorted out. Okay. So if y'all want some checks, some coronavirus release checks, so you can pay your rent, so you can buy some food, so you can keep your house and not have the mortgage company foreclose on your houses, then y'all need to make sure when you go tomorrow that you don't vote for that one, because if you do, you may not see no relief until after January the 6th, and even after then. You see what I'm saying? Because even if, this is why it's important, if the Senate is not taken over by Democrats, that would still leave him in charge of the Senate. Even when and after January the 6th, which means that every type of corona relief package that comes through from the House, if he is still over the Senate, they will turn it down. And we got a dark coronavirus period coming this winter. It's going to make things even worse. We're already seeing a rise in 38 states of increases. So things are not getting better. We're not rounding no curve. That's why I say, read stuff for yourself, research it for yourself like I do. And the truth is just the truth. I don't care whose shoes it hurts. The truth is just the truth, y'all. That one right there, that's a key seat to watch. I'm telling you now. Moving right along. That's what I would say. Another one, Lindsey Graham. That's another Senate seat you need to watch. And North Carolina is a red state as well. Now, North Carolina, y'all got some good voices down there. Y'all can sing. Only y'all can sing like birds. I'm talking about every race. Y'all got some good voices down there. It's something in y'all water or something. And as good as y'all voices are, y'all need to reconsider y'all's votes and maybe turn that state blue so that you can have more freedom to display and exceed and success in your goal with your voices. Y'all got some harmonious voices down there. But y'all, because of what? No success, no progress for your state. Y'all just stuck with good voices in North Carolina going nowhere. I know that seems like something really off the wall to talk about, but the reason why I know that y'all got some good voices, I've had guests on my show that can really sing, talented people. And they were from North Carolina. And I've said this many times. I don't know what it is. It's something in their water that's not in anybody else's water. Their voices just sing like birds, man. I don't know what it is. Y'all know I like to put a little humor in the show every now and then, so politics don't stay so boring. Moving right along. Here's another thing. When we're talking about states to watch. If Florida turns blue, as you can see in 2016, Trump only won by 132,000 votes. But at that time, he had a larger support from people aged 65 and over, which won't happen this time because what? People 65 and 65 and older have been most affected by the coronavirus. Also, he had more support from women, which won't happen this time because what? Not only suburban women are not supporting him because their husbands have lost their really good jobs that was keeping them in those 2 and 3 summer beach mansions. But also women of other races who, particularly in women of color and minority women, have seen coronavirus affect them and their families greatly. So in 2016, Donald, you had a lot of support from age 65 and older and women. You don't have that this time. And this is why I say this is a very good chance that Florida will turn blue. Let me give y'all my prediction at the end. Y'all know God gives me visions, right? I'm already headed that way. I'm summing up now. This is an election not like no other. I'm summing up. Okay. This is an election about life. It's not like 2016. This is an election about life, seriously. I mean, literally, life or death. People are not satisfied with the response, cooperation, the resources that you have given us, Donald. This is an election about race relations. People are not satisfied with the stand, or should I say, no stand, that you have taken against white supremacy, KKK, and racial injustice and race relations. People are not satisfied with that, Donald. It's an election like no other. Because of your indecisiveness on how to act and react towards coronavirus, that has devastated our economy and jobs. People are not satisfied with that. We are living in a devastated economy on this day and tomorrow, November 3rd, 2020. We are living in a nation that is seriously, seriously affected by life or death by the coronavirus on November 3rd, 2020. We are seriously, seriously living in an election where race relations needs to be fixed on November 3rd, 2020. So this is no election like no other. I don't care what y'all hear about the polls. I don't care what y'all hear from reporters. I don't care what y'all hear from the Trump camp. I don't care what y'all hear from the Biden camp. I'm going to tell you whose camp that you can listen to. That's God's camp. God controls everything. He controls politics. And of course, he controls religion. A lot of folks say, well, you're not supposed to mix religion with politics. Well, if that's the case, why do you have in God we trust on your money? Why do you have in God we trust on the nation's buildings and courtrooms if you don't mix politics with religion, if you don't mix justice with religion? So since you do, I'm mixing in this. The same way that God gave me a vision about you, Donald Trump, that you were going to win the 2016 election, He's also given me a new vision. Yeah, God said, okay, I don't know what you prayed for, but God said, okay, yeah, I'm going to give you a chance. And you started out on a good path, Donald, but along the way you got corrupted. Yeah. Why would you want to get corrupted and go against what God had given you? He gave you a chance, but God is not happy with you. Same way the people is not happy with you, God is not happy with you. You had your chance. And that's the reason why in my new vision, which is also a new vision for the country, after all of your lawyers, after all of your contesting, after all of the fights that you're going to put up against the results, after all the suppression that you and your ponies and your supporters have tried to cause, God always comes out at the finishing line. Even your arms are too short to box with God. And that's why Joe Biden will be the next president of the United States of this America in 2020. Because you're living in some other America that you're talking about make great again. You're still living in the America of the 50s and 40s. God said in this America, United States of America of 2020, that Joe Biden will be the president of this America. Now, if you don't believe me, you don't have to. Because like I said, after all of the fighting that you're going to put up, after all of the efforts that you're going to manipulate and put out there, after everything you tried to do, up until January the 6th, it won't matter. Believe me, it will not matter because God showed me the vision. So y'all, just watch what I say. And you can, because see the reporters, they don't know. They're going by stats from 2016. But this is not that kind of an election. I cannot emphasize this is not enough. This is an election like none has ever existed in our living time in American history. Okay? Okay? So that's why None of what Donald does matters. None of what the reporters and the analysts predicts matters. None of it. You listen to what I'm telling you. Joe Biden will be the president of these United States in this time of the year of 2021 of this nation. There won't be, I don't care what kind of interference they're trying to say coming from other countries. It's not going to matter. None at all. Watch and see what I tell you. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for tuning in. I spread the show because I like for the reporters and the analysts to see what God showed me and to show them and to prove to them that my God is never wrong and that I do have the gift. All right? And I only have the gift because of what? And who? Because of God. He gives us, those of us who are visionaries, he gives us these gifts. We didn't ask for them. They just landed upon us. Nothing we can do about them. But he does like for us to spread the word so that we can show his power. That's all. Just to show his power. Not to glorify me, not to glorify visionaries, but just to show his power. All right. Always remember, everything that we do, everything in our life has something to do with politics, whether we like it or not. So just make sure you keep a keen focus on what's going on. And as always, like I say, remember this. This is always important. Free thought up here is a philosophy. It's nobody's policy. It's not even the policy of the United States of America. Free thought is a philosophy. What you think of here is a philosophy. It is not a policy. All right. Listen, y'all, I'm going to be popping up from time to time. I will definitely be popping up after the election, probably. Since it's on Tuesday, I'll be popping up probably on Wednesday. Just to do some clarification on projections and to re-emphasize probably my vision too. Okay. Love you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. That's my time. And like I say, just watch for my pop-up times. I'll put it on Facebook. I can't even schedule a time now because uncertainty with the internet, uncertainty with the events that's happening in my own personal life and my health. I don't know. I can't set a certain time because if y'all know if I set that time, y'all know I like to show up on that time, right? So that's the reason why I'm calling it Pop-Up Pearls Politics now. So just watch for me when I put it. I'll put the announcement out there early enough on that day to let you know that I am going to come on and have a politics show, but I just won't have the time in there. Okay. And that could be any day. It's not necessarily Wednesdays anymore. Okay. So I'll be doing this until after January the 6th, when we have the certification from Congress. So I can keep it updated for y'all. So I can keep it real for y'all. So I can keep it raw for you to let you know what's going on in plain, everyday language. All right. All right. Remember, I love y'all, but God loves you more. And if God say the same, I'll see you again on the next Pearls Pop-Up Politics. Bye-bye.